This is our THERMO-DIVE Model 105. We got the capacity to handle 2 to 3 divers depending on your conditions. We're currently testing this model prior to shipping to the customer. Kind of show you our test setup. We have a process tank here where we are maintaining our temperature at a low temperature, similar to what different water temperatures that you could potentially be diving in. And that tank is connected to our unit via 2 hoses. The hose that you see near the filter is your supply hose. That would be connected to a submersible pump, which is currently in our process tank, and that pumps supply water to the unit. We take a slipstream of that water that's supplied to the unit, and we circulate that through the machine to warm it up, where we extract some heat from the remainder of the supply water. We extract that heat, we concentrate that heat, put it back into the smaller stream of diver water to give us an output of warm water, hot water for diving. Then the processed water would be returned back to the ocean or the lake, whatever you're diving in. In this case, it's returned back to our process tank. So the divers, we actually have 3 hoses connected to our unit. We're able to deploy for different quantities of divers. Currently on diver 2 and diver 3, we're hooked up to a 150-foot umbilical. You can see on the spool there. And that's where we are also measuring our hot water output on the other side. In this case, we are at about 415 volt, 3-phase, 50 hertz. And we require a 30 amp service, which is pretty amazing. Low amperage level for a machine that does what it does here. But actually we only pull around 20.5 amps maximum. We have a place where the supply pump can be plugged in, and that's what you would supply water to our system with. This supply pump, you can use it as an option, but also you could use your onboard ship's water from your fire protection system or different things like that. You don't necessarily have to use this pump, as long as you can supply enough water to the unit. In this case, this pump is a single phase 230 volt 50 hertz unit, a 5 amp service. So the unit itself, we have on our HMI, we have our main operational screen. We have our status screen, our settings screen, and here this is where we can change from Fahrenheit to Celsius or PSIG to bar, depending on what unit system that you use. Our status give us a little bit more detailed information on what's going on within the system, what various instrumentation is reading at the moment. And we try to keep our operating screen very clean and simple, noting what our hot water pressure is, our temperature output to the diver, and our set point. And also noting our supply water temperature that's coming into the unit. We have our settings here where you can make changes, and we also have an alarm screen. We'll kind of take a look around at what we're doing. We have a remote panel here, that's what we're working with, and then you have the actual control panel that's on the unit. This is our TherMO-DIVE Model 105. And you can see we now have deployed, I guess, 3 diver hoses at 109 degrees with approximate 55 inlet water temperature into the unit. And then looking at power, Chuck, you can pull those hoses for me in a second so we can see the flow. And this is what we got coming in. Looks like in this case just under 10 kilowatts. Alright, so you can see we got a little bit of water. Now, let's put this one back into the tank. Okay. So we're coming back over to the unit. And again, we've got our same HMI on the unit and on the remote. You also have the ability, to go over to setup here, where we can look at things in terms of Celsius and in bar. Okay. Go back to our screen. This is what we're looking at here. That may mean more to some people. Alright. Set up. Get back to okay, we've got an inlet temperature of 63 degrees. We've just started the unit up just about 15 seconds ago. You should hear the compressor kick on here. And then we will go from dump, there's the compressor, we'll go from dump to normal mode. Our set point that we're rising to, go ahead and put it back on the main screen real quick. Set point that we're rising to is 106. Alright. Let's go ahead and put it back on the main screen.
Let's see where. Watching here.
Anytime we start the unit up cold, we're going to expect it's going to rise above the set point slightly. We want to capture that and just bring it back to within a degree or two of the set point. Appears to be topping out just over 3 degrees above the set point, so it's a very smooth startup. So we have a inlet water temperature of around 62 degrees, and we've been running for under 3 minutes, about 2 minutes and 45 seconds, and we are approaching our set point of 106 degrees. We're actually on the downward swing towards it. Let's go look at the status. Okay, go back to the main screen. See the unit. Right now we have 2 divers deployed. Power input right now. With about 9.6 kilowatts. There's one of the hoses. Look at that. There's our other hose. See the steam coming off. We're approaching our set point very nicely. Right now we're within a degree. So this process took approximately 5 minutes. It's pretty good, pretty nice even warm-up time.